Hey y'all, welcome back to Dots and Beyond. I'm Beth. It's been a couple weeks. Let's do a plan with me and chat about it. Today we are planning for May 13th through the 19th, 2024. We skipped last week. I did not do a plan with me because I was ill. So the plan with me that we did a couple of weeks before, you'll see some things that are crossed out. I ended up in urgent care on Tuesday with some sort of viral something. Nobody really knows. I can tell you that I felt like the Grim Reaper was coming, and it was some of the worst pain that I have experienced since childbirth. You other ladies out there who have given birth to children know what I'm talking about. It was just a really bad time. That's all I'm going to say about it. It was really, really rough. I kind of just did a really vague plan with me for last week. Doesn't have a lot on it. I didn't fill in even a lot on my to-do list other than to mail my Mother's Day card. It has just been a rough couple of weeks. I did go back to work 3 days last week, and even then it was really difficult to get through those 3 days. I am going to use my little dots here instead of the Monday through Sunday headers that I typically do. The dots I typically put on the monthly here, but I'm just feeling something different. I'm doing a couple of things different. So one of the other things, when you use washi tape a lot, like I typically do, well, not that one, here to mark off my work hours, I'm starting to get that little bump. So I'm going to do a few weeks without having that washi tape across the middle, because otherwise we're going to end up with a really big lump by the time we get to the end of the year, since we are only in May. But yeah, I just thought I would use these little dots. Not the easiest things for me to cut out or stick in, but gives us some color on the page. And the font is just about the same size as the font that's underneath it. And you can see a little bit underneath that 13. It looks like it's doubled up. It's fine. I can't make myself care. That'd be a little bit see-through. It is what it is. I'm just glad to be here, honestly. There were times that the kid kept checking on me. And of course, he had just gotten over the flu. I definitively did not have flu. I definitively did not have COVID. But I did have something pretty nasty. And there is a potential that some medication that I was taking actually amplified the symptoms, which is why it was as bad as it was. So I'm currently off said medication. If you're new here, I'm in the event industry, and I have events this week, and I had events last week, and so I had to talk to my doctor and go, if we think this medication is contributing, I gotta come off of it for a couple of weeks and heal from the definitive viral thing that I had. And I did have something viral. I mean, I ran a very high fever, well over 102, amidst my other woes, which I will not get into. And so once I get past this week, I can take things a little bit easy. So I've talked to my boss on this Sunday here. I'll go back on that medication. And if need be, if it flares me up, I will work from home for the week or take off, whichever, depending on how bad it is. And then we won't take it again. We won't. It's a 1 dose a week situation. And if it flares up, we're just going to come off of it. We're just not going to take it. It's not worth it. There are other things that I can do. Okay, so there we've got a little color in here. I am going to mark off my working hours just with a pen. This is the Calligraph. It's got some tropical name to it. Toucan Orange from Archer and Olive. I have a normal work week other than the fact that it is a week-long employee appreciation type week for us. In my event capacity, I do employee appreciation events. So I'll have a lot going on that I'm not necessarily gonna write in here. I am going to give myself a little area at the top up here where I'm gonna write in what we're doing each day, and I'm gonna write that in off camera as well, because that's a little too much corporate information that I don't necessarily want to share. So each one of these little boxes will have the activity that we're doing for our Employee Appreciation Week each day. And I don't really need the reminder. I pretty much came up with all the ideas with the help of an Employee Appreciation Committee. So that's what's going to go up there will be our Employee Appreciation Week activities. These are my working hours from 8 to 5. This is the weekend. Over here, I'm just going to give myself a little bit of a header for some shit to do on the weekend. And I'm not going to overload myself this week. Other than the fact that, I've got to go to work and I've got to do some things. I'm not pushing myself to get videos done. I am still not 100%. I'm nowhere near 100%. And so I'm just forcing myself to take it a little bit easy and get over whatever this thing was. I'm just glad it's done. I'm glad it's finished. All right. I think I'm going to stick this little May over here before I stick anything else over there. And then like I did 2 weeks ago, I'm going to put my little co-star horoscopy thing, I think, here on this side. So we're just going to make a rectangle for it. And I'm realizing I don't know where my little metal stencil is that I normally make my little circle with. Looking around at other stencils that I have nearby so that I can get a circle, that will do. It's a little bit larger of a circle than I normally use, but that's okay. All right, what does my week look like? I'm gonna go ahead and block off my lunch hours every day because I don't have any meetings that are falling in there, and I'm just gonna keep those on the 12 o'clock hour. And then I only have 2 meetings that I need to attend this week because I'll be doing other things for this employee appreciation stuff. One of those is at 1 o'clock on Monday, and another one of those is at 9 o'clock on Wednesday. Monday is the voting for our monthly MVP for the month of June, and Wednesday is just a staff meeting. Other things that I want to stick in here, and I'm going to grab that stencil that's got that circle again. On the 15th, we have a first quarter moon. We're just going to stencil it in just like that. And then on Thursday, I think it's Thursday. Wednesday. I'm gonna put it on Thursday. I think it's Thursday. If you're a fan of Bridgerton, the television show, not the books. If you like the books, I'm happy for you. I pretty much loathe the books. I think they're terrible. I think the television show is the biggest glow up of any novel series in history. Bridgerton is back. Since I'm taking it easy, I'm just gonna continue to take it easy on Thursday, and we're gonna watch some Bridgerton when I get home from work. Plus, if you watch Bridgerton, it's just high time that Penelope gets her story. That's all I have to say about that. Let the little chubby girl have her day. All right, let's put in some weather. And to do that, I'm gonna go ahead and draw another yellow line. We're just gonna keep it easy with a yellow line. And up here, I'm gonna put shit to do. This is really all I'm feeling, guys. And I don't know how much I'll get done at all in the week. Like I said, we are still trying to bounce back. I started to put up like a post on the community tab or somewhere letting y'all know that I was sick. And I just couldn't do it because even I have reached the point in 2024 that when I got sick, I thought, are you kidding me? Really? Something else? Again? Did I need another hit in 2024? And maybe it's just, maybe my entire world is just trying to get me to slow down. It's very possible. I am not good at slowing down. In fact, I'm very bad at it. Being sick last week, I also missed out on, or I didn't miss out on, but I was home for Arkansas's apparently new monsoon season. That's all it's done is rain and storm, rain and storm, rain and storm. It's just been not normal. And to that end, on Monday, it's gonna storm. And then it's gonna wrap up with a little bit more rain on Tuesday morning. We're gonna get one sunny day right in the middle of the week. And then it's supposed to rain again on Thursday in the evening. So it's a good day to stay home and binge some Bridgerton. That rain's gonna leave us with a cloudy Friday with a possible chance of some rain, but not very high. And then on Sunday, it's supposed to be hot and sunny. My favorite weather. And maybe by the time we get to that Saturday, I'll feel like going out and about and doing things with some sort of energy levels again. And that is pretty much it. That is pretty much my week. Like I said, it's a little more taxing than it actually appears to be because we have this whole employee appreciation thing going on. On this particular day, I need to make a bunch of deliveries to some of our employees that work on off-site locations from our central campus area. So I'll be bebopping all over town on Friday making those deliveries. let's go ahead and stick some decorations in here. My theme for May was the golden door. So I have all of these yellow decorations that are in the printable kit that you can download from my Patreon. The link is down in the description box. You don't have to be a patron. You can just go buy this if you would like to do that. We're going to put this yellow wisteria hanging over here. Here I have my little cafe table. This square image also has a little cafe scene on it. Now, if things pop up, if I start feeling a little bit better and a friend wants to go out later in the week, Bridgerton might have to wait. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not 100% trying to get there. Whatever that viral thing was took a whole hell of a lot out of me. To that end, I have not done any daily pages for 2 weeks. Not at all. So we left off on list 18, which was list the things that motivate you. I had put in a job well done, a challenge, creativity, a blank slate, and then list the things that demotivate you. I had added to my 52 list project. That was not part of the prompt. And I put lack of vision, lack of acknowledgement, lack of leadership, lack of people or isolation. I'm an extrovert. I feed off of people. And like many of the lists, I've left open spaces, and as I think of things, I can come back and add. On this page, I actually just wrote, this week you felt like you were on your deathbed, so there is nothing here and that's okay. That's what I wrote to myself. But it carried through the second week too, because I was really just kind of hanging on. List 19, which would have been the one that we would have set up last week, is list the people you most want to be like. And I thought, okay, well, that's fine. It's great to have heroes. It's great to have mentors. It's great to want to be like someone, but I don't want to make that list without putting a why. Is that person a person of great integrity? Are they a person of great creativity? Are they, any of those things? So I just filled this in today in preparation for doing list 20 because I hadn't touched anything in my journal while I was sick at all. I've put person and why, and it's something that I've got to think about because I'm not sure I really have an answer to that. But for this week, this is week 20, so we're going to do list 20, and I've just went ahead and stuck in some decoration to give the page some interest. Here I have a quote from the book 10,000 Doors of January that says, "She accumulated the dust of other worlds on her skin like 10,000 perfumes and left constellations of wistful men and impossible tales in her wake." It just fills up a lot of space, the quotes do. Grabbing the book, let's look and see what list 20 is. There's list 19, which I said I looked at earlier. The prompt there is, the world is filled with noteworthy people to look up to. Which person do you most want to emulate in your own life, and how can you take more action to be like them? All right, list 20. List the things that make your spirit feel free. Your spirit feel free. Tell me down in the comments below, what things make your spirit feel free? Number one on my list, and something I don't get to do very often, is travel. Travel's always it's the number one thing that pops to the top of my list anytime I talk about my spirit and feeling enriched and open and free. Yeah, so list the things that make your spirit feel free. This is another one that could almost have a why, right? It could almost have a, why does this thing make your spirit feel free? I'm not gonna do that though. Sometimes I'll add lines to the page just to give it more interest. So we'll do bullet points, but then the bullet point will be on one side of the line, my answer will be on the other side of the line. And we'll go ahead and write in travel. And that's all you're gonna get right now. It's all that I have an answer for at the moment. I'm going to stick this cheese board on here because I have it cut out already. Might as well use it. I still have plenty of other stickers to get through the rest of the month for sure. So let's stick that right up there. So there is list 20. Hopefully this week I will resume my daily logging and getting my thoughts down and my to-do lists down and all of those sorts of things. But other than that, that is our very simple, because if we learned anything 2 weeks ago when I had a super busy week, was that you don't have any idea what the hell's going to happen to you this time period. So like I didn't get to go to a leadership summit. There was a 5K walk run that I was not participating in, but that I was supposed to help in the planning of, and they had to find a backup to be in, do the job that I was supposed to do because, again, I felt like the Grim Reaper had come knocking on my door. Let me know down in the comments below what makes your spirit feel free. If you like this video and you're glad that I'm feeling better, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next one.